Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Nadeau with you on a Friday afternoon with 8 races for you, and it's a really strong card. Some big doings as well. The Rainbow Six, $250,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee. That kicks off in race number 3. Real good co-features today, too. A solid optional claimer for the 2-year-olds in race 6, and the technical feature is in race 7, an optional claimer for the 3-year-olds and up. Lots going on here. Pete Aiello is upstairs with your scratches and changes.
The weather is beautiful, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track is fast. The Tapeta track is always fast. No turf racing today. Racing at Gulfstream. From the inside, Super Spreader gets the first call. Nowitzki's being ridden for speed. Away in third and ducking over his dubstep. He'll find himself in a great spot third. Artico is at the rail ahead of Lord of the Nile, and Run and Block is between as Super Spreader is the target. Super Spreader around the turn leads by a length. Nowitzki is second. Artico is at the rail, keyed up between horses dubstep. He's fighting the rating here. Vasquez has him 3 wide and marching to challenge, and Lord of the Nile did him no favors as he's 4 wide enforcing the issue, backing off Artico and Run and Block. Not much pace on, 25 and 2 for a quarter speed. Nowitzki now pushes his neck in front. At the rail, Super Spreader is second, still very keen as dubstep. He's in the clear 3 wide third. Backing off and ducking in as Lord of the Nile, the gray is now fourth. Then Artico, who's at the rail, and the trailer is Run and Block. Not much from first to last, no more than 5 lengths through a 49 and 1 opening half mile. With the advantage, Nowinski, but only narrowly. At the rail, Super Spreader, dubstep. Now is 3 wide and on the attack third. Lord of the Nile looks for a way out. He's now fourth. Artico ridden, but not responding yet. The trailer is Run and Block, and dubstep is on a move now. 5/16 from home. Nowitzki tries to turn away dubstep. Dubstep moving boldly now. They pass the 5/16, and dubstep takes the lead through 3 quarters and 1:13 and 3. Nowitzki tries to fight under pressure. Back to third, Super Spreader, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's dubstep the target. Nowitzki is second toward the inside. Super Spreader is now third, but dubstep exerting his superiority in the last 1/8 of a mile. He's 3-2 and moving clear. It's dubstep on his way to a convincing 3-2 victory. Good battle here for the Miners. Dubstep is in front. Super Spreader is up for second, closer for third, either Nowitzki or Run and Block in 1:43 and 1. Ready for the early pick 4. And they're off. From the rail, I'm a honky-tonk girl gets the first call with a host of pursuers in those white blinkers. Greek Mojo, she moves to challenge, Made for Summer, and Wildcat Lunita into the top flight. Extra Indy and Moonrose toward the back of the group as they make their way to the opening quarter mark. Leo Reyes aggressive in the early stages with this race favorite Greek Mojo. Greek Mojo leads and leads by a length. Wildcat Lunita second, Made for Summer is back to third. I'm a Honky Tonk Girl passed by Extra Indy, and Moonrose is last. Around the far turn they go. Wildcat Lunita issues the challenge to Greek Mojo at the 3 furlong point. 2.5 back to Made for Summer, then Extra Indy. Dropping back tamely, I'm a Honky Tonk Girl as they run to the top of the stretch. Less than 5/16 to go. Greek Mojo held together inside with Wildcat Lunita second. Made for Summer, 3 wide, moving up 4 wide is Extra Indy. They're fanned across the course here. The half was 46 and 2, and they're at the top of the stretch. Still plenty of hopes here. Greek Mojo's been under siege throughout. On the far outside, Extra Indy sliding through at the rail. It's Moonrose. They come past the 8th pole. Moonrose with a rail run has taken the lead. Back to second is Extra Indy. Greek Mojo trying to hold third from Made for Summer. It's Moonrose in front. Moonrose wins. Second was Extra Indy. Third was Greek Mojo. Fourth was Made for Summer in 1:12 and 4. They're off. Girl by away quickly and reaching out for the early lead. Toward the inside, Talk Much is on the go. Light and Path comes away in a good spot, third at the inside. Blazingly will work between horses, followed outside by Love My Job, and Longshot Mudshaft is at the back of the group with half a mile to go. Talk Much has them stacked and packed behind her. She's 2.5 in front as Blazingly moves up on the outside to take second. Trying to hold her spot is Girl By toward the inside with Love My Job and Light and Path, and Mudshaft is last. Around the far turn at the 5/16. Talk Much has the lead by a half a length. Second is Blazingly, asked to quicken and looking for room is Girl By third. Light and Path ridden with some confidence, fourth at the inside, wide on the course, and Love My Job, Mudshaft at the back of the group. They straighten for the drive. Less than a quarter of a mile to come. The leader is Talk Much by 2.5. Blazingly is together with Girl By second and third. Light and Path tries to split them. Down the center and Love My Job, less than an eighth to go. And Talk Much responding to urging here. Talk Much clear by 3. The battle's for second. Talk Much is in front. Talk Much to win by 4 in the end. Close then for second, either Girl By or Love My Job in 1:04 and 3. Top by 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're off. Good start for Lily Bear, firing at the rail. Knowles Angels on the go early as they stack across the course. Barbara's on the far outside. In between horses, Bahamian Moon and St. Pat's Day makes it a party. The two lagging behind are Love and Makes Sense and Ala Turca. And the run to the half-mile point. Now they start to sort out a touch and emerging between Bahamian Moon for a narrow lead. Knowles Angel at the rail. Perched to strike is this big favorite Lily Bear. She's 3 wide and in the clear. Back to fourth goes St. Pat's Day, then Barbara. Love and Makes Sense has an inside lane with 5 lengths to make up. And Ala Turca starts to stoke the boilers, last of the 7, as they run 5/16 from home. With the lead, Bahamian Moon, Lily Bear, wide on the outside, but out of trouble. Toward the inside, it's Knowles Angel, held up in traffic and angling for a racing run as St. Pat's Day. Off cover, Love and Makes Sense, Ala Turca underway from the back. Off the turn and the stretch drive, here comes St. Pat's Day. Loose for the drive, and she ran right by Lily Bear. Lily Bear not finding much under pressure as Bahamian Moon is still second to an 18-1 winner, St. Pat's Day. St. Pat's Day to do it. Close then for second, either Bahamian Moon or Lily Bear. Love and Makes Sense is fourth, 1:03 and 3. They're off. From the center, Christensen gets the first call and looks for the early lead from Iraq, who moves up on the outside. Sent through with the rail, Racket is on the go, and Belly of Jelly's not far away in the run to the first turn. Bold Advance splits horses to race within 2.5 lengths of the pace setter. Cantaro works over from the high draw. The Doorman is at the rail. Truth and Honesty's between horses. Then Classic Motown out the back early. That early trailer is Captain Anthony in the run around the first turn. Christensen takes charge and leads by a length. Racket is headstrong while guarding the rail spot in second. Bold Advances together with Iraq. They're third and fourth. 2.5 back to Belly of Jelly. He's now fifth. Cantaro's up on the far outside. Not as wide as Captain Anthony. He's widest of all here. Then back to Truth and Honesty and Captain Motown. And down at the inside, that's the Doorman as they race past the 5/8. Up front, Christensen, but he's got them stacked and packed behind him as they look like they're slowing things down mid-race. At the inside, Racket is there second. Iraq is now third with a backstretch brush. It's Captain Anthony, 4 wide and fourth. At the rail, Bold Advance is now fifth from the Doorman and Classic Motown. Belly of Jelly is next. Dropping back is Cantaro, passed by Truth and Honesty. Within 7 lengths of the lead as they round the far turn. On the inside, Racket. Toward the outside, Christensen. They're locked in battle, heads apart. This favorite, Classic Motown, gaining ground, but he's 5 wide. The Doorman, he needs a way through between. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Who do you like here? Off the turn in the stretch drive, and now looking for room is the Doorman. His stablemate Bold Advance is in front. Classic Motown and Belly of Jelly. 1/8 of a mile to go. The Doorman through at the rail to take on Bold Advance with Classic Motown third. Less than an 1/8 to go, but the Doorman's got it all locked up. Patient handling from Semi Camacho. The Doorman is in front. Bold Advance was second. Classic Motown round third, and Belly of Jelly fourth in 1:41 and 4. And they're off. Slow breaks from half the group. Raging Fury, My Addiction, and Soze. Quick off the blocks. Big Effect fires to the early lead and clears without much problem. Up into second goes Saint No More. General Ledger comes away in a good spot. He's now third. Soze was away slowly and is in traffic racing in fourth ahead of Raging Fury. And the trailer is My Addiction. To the far turn they go. Big Effect pouring on the speed under Edgard Zayas. 3 furlongs from the money and 2.5 on top. Saint No More is second. Reyes getting a response from General Ledger now. The favorite is gaining ground in third. Soze is there fourth. On from fifth, it's Raging Fury. The trailer remains My Addiction. They run to the top of the stretch, a quarter of a mile left to go. Saint No More coming after Big Effect, who's gone awfully quick. General Ledger is now third, 3 back to Raging Fury, who tries to get a rally going. They're at the top of the stretch. Here comes Saint No More up now to take on the leader, Big Effect. Third is General Ledger. Fourth is Raging Fury. They come past the 8th pole. On the outside, Saint No More now has to deal with General Ledger, who's a late threat. General Ledger launching at Saint No More. Saint No More holds him off. Saint No More with an upset win over General Ledger in second. Third was Big Effect. Fourth is Raging Fury. 104 and 2. And they're off. Good start. Uncle B away quickly. Mamba on 3 with some early speed. Here's Capture the Lion speeding through. Capture the Lion to the front. Mamba on 3 is second, and at the rail, Detroit City is now third. The gray Uncle B is in fourth, a length better than Rock and Roller, and Klugman lets the pace develop ahead of him. He's last of the 6 with less than half a mile to go. It's the favorite Capture the Lion who heads into the far turn, working on a length advantage from Mamba on 3 in second. Outside, 3 wide third for Uncle B. At the rail, it's Detroit City into fourth. Rock and Roller is on the move, 4 wide on the far outside. The trailer is Klugman. The leader is Capture the Lion with a quarter of a mile left to go. It's Capture the Lion taken on now by Mamba on 3, who makes a big move on the far outside. Rock and Roller looking to get into the clear. Detroit City, they're at the top of the stretch. Mamba on 3 now makes a narrow lead. Detroit City loose behind him as the Camacho brothers are 1-2. 16th to go. Here comes Detroit City after Mamba on 3. Mamba on 3 just in front. Detroit City is inside. Mamba on 3 would not be denied. Sammy beat Samuel there. Camacho brothers 1-2 and 103-1. They're off. In the gate. And runners away. Hardy Shaker was off slow. Toward the rail, De Regresso was off quick and looks for the early advantage from Lovey's Embrace, who moves up on the outside to take second. Off heels, Time is Magic is now third. Then it's back to Iron Shield in the two-path, fourth. Followed fifth by Spun for Fun, and after the slow break, the early trailer is Party Shaker. The early leader is De Regresso. Edgard Zayas on second-time starter De Regresso, a length and a half in front of Lovey's Embrace in second. Time is Magic is at the rail in third from Iron Shield, who's a strong fourth. 2 back to Spun for Fun in fifth, and the trailer is Party Shaker. 24-3 for the opening quarter. De Regresso makes the pace and on top by 2 over Lovey's Embrace in second. Moving out the rail, that's Camacho on Time is Magic, and up on the outside is Iron Shield. They move together. Back from there, Spun for Fun. The favorite is second last. The trailer after the slow start is Party Shaker. The leader throughout is De Regresso. 49-3 for the opening half mile, and De Regresso getting a soft time of it on the top end and leads by a length and a half over Lovey's Embrace and Iron Shield second and third. Time is Magic is fourth toward the rail, working overtime, and fifth is Spun for Fun. Party Shaker starts to get underway, all to play for here at the 5/16. 6-1 the number, De Regresso the target. Party Shaker's got horse and weaving through traffic. On the outside and Spun for Fun, up the fence, Time is Magic. 3/4, 14 flat, they're at the top of the stretch. They haven't got near De Regresso yet. She's still strong up front. De Regresso now an eighth of a mile from home and 5 on top. This one's over. The battle strictly for second, and it's a good battle too between Spun for Fun and Time is Magic. But Edgard Zayas for Antonio Sano. De Regresso goes gate to wire. Spun for Fun was second. Third was Time is Magic. Fourth was Lovey's Embrace in 1:42-4.
And that's a wrap on the 8-race Friday card, and we're back with you for a huge Saturday at Gulfstream Park. It's Princess Rooney Day, the Grade 3 for the fillies and mares. Win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. It's also mandatory day in the Rainbow Six, and on a 10-race card, that will kick off in race number 5. And provided nobody hits it on Friday, the pool should be upwards of $1.5, maybe $2 million on a huge day in a great card that's co-anchored by the Miss Gracie in race number 8. We really hope to see you out here Saturday at Gulfstream Park.